Beatrice Haddad has to retire due to injury. Tennis in a minute. I am your host, Good Energy. That's the latest from Wimbledon. I give you the rundown, 60 seconds or less, but we're talking about Elena Rybakina. I will need a little bit longer. And first, I want to pivot and say thank you guys to all that come here and support the channel. Listen, guys, it's not easy downloading every match, adding a voiceover, uploading it to the server. And yes, it will compromise the video quality. And for those of you that understand the process, I do appreciate the love and support. And it's really about your favorite tennis star, right? Keeping you up to date on the match, providing you the statistics and everything. So all of you that show love, I'm appreciative. Every day YouTube is sending me a new message saying, hey, congratulations, you reached a new milestone, you reached a new level. And that's how it works, right? You know, the algorithm, it tracks the performance of the channel. And as you reach the new level, and in every new level, they unlock things. You know how it goes in this life. But nonetheless, guys, I want to appreciate those that show support. And listen, if you come here and hate, please, haters are welcome as well. It all helps. But I tell you one thing, if you come in my comments talking trash, we gonna roast your ass. Elena Rybakina, guys, she will face the winner of Petra Kvitova, Ons Jabuer. Who will it be? Well, in terms of Petra, we remember that great match at Miami. Covered that match. Now, remember that tiebreak, that first set tiebreak? Petra won 16 and 14, and Rybakina hit that long forehand that was like literally 2 feet 2 feet beyond the baseline, and the Hawkeye didn't call anything, and the crowd started to boo. Remember that? Wimbledon, I say it all the time, has the worst calls without a doubt. But nonetheless, Petra owns the head-to-head. She defeated her at Miami and the Adelaide International 2. That's right, she's beat her twice this year. Last year, Rybakina did defeat her at Ostrava. Now, here's what you got to understand. Of the three matches they played, two of the sets have gone to tiebreak. So you could probably expect that to be a very, very intense battle if Petra gets through. Now, of course, I like Ons Jabuer. I want to see Ons Jabuer win this. We could get a repeat of last year championship match. And listen, the head-to-head is 2-2. Of course, Rybakina won the last meeting last year, the most important. But Ons Jabuer won a couple of years ago in Chicago. That was a 500 event. And please get, and remember Svitolina at Chicago? Wow, she had an amazing tournament. So did Annette Kontaveit. Please get the tour back to Chicago, okay? Murray's doing an amazing job there with the youth in Chicago. Chicago is rough, guys, and any type of event that helps support the youth there. Look, it's tough. A lot of people are born into situations where they're disadvantaged and they really have to fight and work their way out. And I'm talking about work 10 times as hard as the next person, facing systematic oppression, discrimination. There's so many things that go on in this world that just make it unfair. But at the same time, it's beautiful because you get to work your way out and say, look, I did it, right? That's amazing. And I tell you, look, it's tough. Life is tough. We grew up fighting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, guys. We had to fight in the street. That's how tough it is in the neighborhood. People don't understand that. You know, a lot of people, they grow up with a silver spoon, and you know, I think they're clueless to what really happens in the world. So when I come here and I talk about, you know, what's going on in the Ukraine, in Russia, my perspective is going to be a little different from a lot of people's perspective, because the reality here is I know what it's like when your best friend, you know, is involved with this side of town and your family's involved with the other side of town, and then you have to be a man, and you have to do what's right. And we're seeing a lot of celebrities and athletes and entertainers turn a blind eye, while it's the poor children in the street that want peace, you know. And it's the athletes that go to their mansions in Miami's and they want to get on, you know, social media because their sponsors are telling them what to do. It's ridiculous. And if you guys follow tennis, you know these players, they're backed by they're backed by some pretty big investors. So the reality here is you don't make it to this level without a sponsor and someone backing you. and you follow that money trail, and the opinions that you express a lot of times are not going to be your true feelings. And that's the sad part about these sports. However, guys, in Wuhan, we did see Rybakina defeat Ons Jabuer. That was 2019, the year that I said Rybakina would take over the tour. Now, I said she would dominate the tour eventually. She is dominating the tour in a lot of service statistical categories, and she's also the Wimbledon champion. Okay, that's nothing to sneeze about. Now, Ons Jabuer beat her in 2021 at Dubai, and look, out of the 4 times they played, 3 of them have gone to 3 sets. Expect a battle if Ons Jabuer gets through Petra Kvitova. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. And remember, guys, Rybakina left Russia because they would not sponsor her. She went and became a citizen of Kazakhstan because they had one of the most generous tennis programs that could sponsor her. Guys, at the end of the day, it's about the money. Yeah, it's about getting a sponsor. I mean, look at Iga's Swiatek. Iga had issues getting sponsors. Remember, she injured her foot. There was a lot of money issues with Iga. So when you see Iga last year finally, burst on the scene and dominate the tour, a lot of people felt we were getting the true Iga, right? Because she was doing a lot of controversial stuff, and a lot of people like they'll turn the blind eye, right? But not here at Tennis in a Minute. We cover it all, the good and the bad. And for those of you that appreciate it, thank you. Stay tuned. We have Ons Jabuer coming up, Arena Sabalenka. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Yeah.